What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm a lot higher energy than I've been recently because I'm finally recovered from my vacation. Got to wake up, let's fucking go, right? You would think that vacation would refresh you, but in this case, literally not. I was fucking dying. As you can see, I just got in the car and right now we're about to go to Dick's Sporting Goods. I say we because I'm about to go pick up Hernan. I'm going to Dick's Sporting Goods because I'm going to buy a new pair of running sneakers. Because I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of this new guy, wow, disrespectful. Can't believe I just said new. This guy, Ashton Hall, I'm gonna try to pop him up right here if it fits. He's the guy that dunks his fucking face in the water and runs sprints and always says, we gotta get at least 10,000. I'm trying to be like that guy. I've been seeing his videos a lot. He looks like he may either be super busy or not that busy because he's pretty established, but his physique is crazy. Guys like that at a high level, they don't have a ton of time to work out. Finally starting to see the sun. And I was like, dude, I need to start fucking sprinting because we're fucking locking in. You know, it hit me the other day, we're 25% done with this year. Have I moved the needle in the last 25%, in the first 25% of this year? That is a great question. I'm gonna sit down and talk to you guys more about how I'm locking in and talk a little bit about my financial situation and how things have developed. Like, you know, I've talked about the fact that I have gotten a second job and have been working a lot recently. Pretty much since I got back from my vacation, I've worked every day and I don't foresee a day off on my schedule for probably at least the next 2 weeks, maybe longer, which is fine. I signed up for that, not a complaint. All right, I got the shoes. He said the guy was an athlete. He had running sneakers on, but I don't think he's ever worked out in his life. I don't think that guy's ever seen the inside of a gym. All right, so now it's time to show you guys the shoes. So these are, let me get the name for you. Asics Nova Blast 5. Beautiful shoe. So the first thing I'm gonna say, super light, and also the color, perfect. These shoes are supposed to be like a lot springier. They're a little bit more firm. It's crazy because running shoes have evolved. Like this, to me, I'm like, damn, this is a soft shoe. I remember when I used to run an Asics, all them shits were hard. And I chose this shoe because all the try-hard runners, they all wear like colorful or like really bright shoes. And I feel like it's gonna make me look faster. So I'm just getting dope off of that. Here's the bottom. But basically the reason why I bought these is because this is supposed to be a more like responsive shoe. It's better for like speed training and conditioning. And I have a pair of On Clouds that are a little bit softer, still firm. So with flat feet, I prefer a firm ride. I don't know, it's the same reason why I train in barefoot shoes. Like it just feels better on my feet. And because I have flat feet, I have to be more aware of how my foot hits the ground. So like most people usually strike like heel toe if you're like not an experienced runner. But it also just depends on naturally on your like how your body's built essentially. We're gonna try them out. Switching up running shoes is also good. They say that like the different like way your foot sits, it trains your ankles and your feet to be more adaptive and stronger. We're gonna give that a shot.
Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm falling. I'm falling. Tell me why I'm falling. Oh, life's calling, but it's hard because I'm.
I just did my warm-up, just a half-mile jog to start. It's a little windy, it's getting dark. So just from the initial test of running like slower, it's exactly how they were rated online. Very comfortable, very like, it's like the cushion is like thick and they feel chunky, but I'm also like, I feel like I'm locked in, but at the same time, I also feel like they're very like springy. Right now, I'm just working on form and just getting my knees up. Bro, it's crazy because this thing tracks it from so far away. I had no idea. God, I can't wait till I get a drone, bro. We're burning daylight right now. I need to shut the hell up. So that's that. Now I'm gonna work into a little bit more distance. We're burning daylight. I wanna get this shit done before it gets too dark. I might not be able to film the rest of it. When we get home, I'm gonna talk to you guys. So I wanna talk to you guys how I'm locking in this year. This is part one. I'm gonna show you guys the things I've already done to kind of begin that. Obviously you see I'm here, but there's a few aspects to it that are really important. Specifically things that I'm giving up, things that I'm willing to sacrifice. So I'm excited. The rest of the 75% of this year is gonna be a movie. All right, so we're back home now. Great run, but now it's time to get into the nitty gritty because I wanted to talk about how we're locking in this year, or not this year, for the rest of the year. So I was on Instagram the other day and I saw something that said like, this year's already 25% done. And honestly, that kind of hit me because I was like, holy shit, like, have I moved the needle in the 25% that's already been done for the year? And I would say, yeah. You guys have seen it a little bit on my journey when we started posting long form content. Not necessarily like a subscriber growth thing, more so like a personal growth thing. I landed a new job and then I picked up a second job. In the day and age that we live in, it's like, if you're not playing to get ahead, what are you doing? There is no complacency anymore, because complacency you will fall so far. Like, bro, you got to spend $30 to buy eggs now. This isn't a game anymore. Every day since the beginning of the year, reading every day, journaling every day, working out almost every day, taking rest when needed, waking up at 5 a.m. And then, you know, I went on my vacation, everything was good. I kind of overspent a little bit. I'm still adjusting back, so my sleep schedule hasn't been exact, but instead of getting up at 5, I've been getting up at 7, still working out, back straight to work. Being on my trip really made me realize like, there's a higher way to do things. And I was around people that have real money, and it really made me think like, holy shit, what am I doing wrong? You know, it kind of hit me because like, you think about it. I heard Andrew Tate say this once. I don't care if you're a lover or a hater of him or whatever. When he was first coming up and he thought about it, he was like, how is it that somebody has $280,000 to just buy a Ferrari? You know, I understand the concept of, you know, time for money, right? You have two options, and I've said this before. You either do more or you have to do different. Right now I'm in the stage of doing more, but now it's how do we continue to move the needle for the next 75%? We're gonna start with the 3 F's, and this is kind of how I framed my foundation. It's fitness, finance, free time, not in any specific order. Starting with fitness, I've declared it, and I declared it in my last leg vlog. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I said at the end of my video when I did a physique check, I was really watery, I was fasted, so I wasn't full, I was pretty flat, and I was holding a lot of water. So my physique didn't look as good as it normally does. But either way, like, you are who you are, right? I promised myself, and I'm promising you, and I'm declaring it to you, everybody that watches this, that this will be my best physique that I have ever had. My goal is on my 29th birthday that is coming up, I'm gonna be in the best shape, best physique, best look that I've ever had. The second thing is finance. I've been wanting to talk to you guys about my finances for a while. Obviously, working 2 jobs, I was able to save a good bit of money. I definitely overspent on my trip. I wanted to show you guys how I've been budgeting and how I've been doing things, but to be honest with you, all that kind of just fell on its face. Came back from my vacation and I got hit with like a $7,000 lawsuit for a debt that was unpaid years ago. And you know, I was young at one point, I was irresponsible. If I can mentor anybody out there, it would be, don't overspend on credit. Obviously, if you don't have it, don't buy it. If you don't have it in cash, don't buy it in credit. Chill out with the Klarna and the Afterpay and all that shit. Like, do not put yourself in debt when you're young. It's hard because you think you know what you're doing, you don't. Kind of made me take a step back, and it humbled me because it made me think like, damn, it really put into perspective. I was coming back like on a mission, but I had I had trips planned. I had like things I wanted to buy. I wanted to get a motorcycle. I've been looking to upgrade my car. There's so many things I've been looking to do, and it really made me take a step back. God is really looking out for me because he knows like, hey bro, you know, you need to, when you hit a certain level, you need to like stay focused. And this made me recalibrate so fast. I was like, whoa. Now I have a huge debt payment that I got to pay off. That's like $600 a month. When I first saw it, I was stressed. You know, I said, let me sleep on it. Maybe I'll feel better tomorrow. I woke up the next day and I was like, God, thank you for working for me. I see it now. And thank you for working, because also I need to fix my credit score. And I was going to start paying off my debt, but it was like that debt payment was slowly getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Once I pay that off, that should give me a big boost. Thankfully, I'm still able to save while being able to pay these off. So don't be greedy. Don't hold on to it. Understand that money goes into the world and money comes back. What you put in is what you get out. Big way that I've shown that I'm locked in, and I proved to myself, I sold my PlayStation. I haven't played in a while, but it's just removing that from my space, knowing that that distraction is gone. This has also been really hard because by nature, like, dude, like, I'm a high testosterone, high sex drive individual, and removing my lust has been huge. I've been wanting to speak on this for a while, but like, this is really uncomfortable to talk about. So I stopped watching porn probably when the year started, actually. So it's been about 3 months. I don't miss it. I feel cleansed. I feel focused. My mind feels clear. I'm not as lustful as I used to be. And now I also like stopped masturbating. Was probably that was even harder because like, it's just it takes a whole nother level to just really like do that, but I feel so much better. But now the problem is I have so much pent up like sex drive to where I feel like my lust has started coming back, and that's been really hard to fight. And it all ties in because it's been like really just not staying away from women, but like really trying to stay focused on what my goals with women are. As a young man, we all want a companion. We all want to be with somebody. I want to be able to talk to beautiful women, go on dates and dinners and do all these beautiful things, buy flowers for them, go on trips. But I know that this is a time of me, and unless I meet a woman who understands like what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through, and is 100% supportive and not super demanding of my time, we can work with it. I need somebody that's busy. Kind of rejecting that, and also free time, like really devoting myself to like my content, making YouTube videos and all those things. Because obviously it's just me. It's a one-man show. I got to put all these videos together. And you know, trying to like do side endeavors and side hustles that are gonna also like build me cash. It's really just devoting all of my time into building. And I say free time, but there really is no free time. And I don't want to say any of this to sound like I'm gloating or complaining, because this is what I asked for, and right now I'm in the middle of it, and I'm so happy to be here. You have no idea. I love the grind. I love feeling like I have a purpose. All the things that I cut out, I realized were just pulling me away from my purpose. Like I always say, it's okay if you want to play video games. It's okay if you want to like talk to girls and date, but as long as you're managing the other things. And for me, I was not. I'm really like diving in and proving to myself, you got this shit, bro. This is the year where your life begins. There is no I made it. Just because I have the best physique, just because I make the most money I've ever made this year, just because I start a business, just because, you know, I do this, I buy a new car, I pay off my debt, I improve my credit. Like, dude, life just started. There's so much more out there. So it's going and achieving the things that go beyond that, but starting and knowing where you need to start and knowing where you need to get. I hope that was helpful. I hope that can motivate some of you guys. I promise you, if you just try and apply yourself, really try your hardest. Long days, long nights, less sleep, more work, do whatever you need to do. I promise you, whatever in life you want to achieve, you can do it. Whatever steps you want to take, you can do it. You just really have to try. Every person that really is trying their hardest will sit there and tell you that they could do more. There's levels to this shit, and it's time to get there. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope this helps you. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.